Looking for sick merch? Well, MTGGoldfishMerch.com's got you. With this tee, remind everyone misery is back.
This programming is rated R for rad. This content's only for serial chillers. If my decks or playstyle makes you mad, haters can stay mad and touch grass. Salty Gamers requires accompanying parent or adult. Yo, what's up? This video's been brought to you by Card Kingdom. Yo, welcome back to this week's episode of Single Scoop. This week we're using Lightstall Inquisitor. Talked about it on the podcast, so we're going to use it in a little bit of that pixie shell that I talked about. So we're going to try to play Lightstall Inquisitor, a 1-drop, 2/1 Vigilance, but when this creature enters, each opponent exiles a card from their hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Each spell cast this way costs 1 more to cast. Each land played this way enters tapped. So we're going to try to get cute with it with Pixie or Sun Pearl Kieran, bounce it back a ton of times, maybe just try to exile as many spells as I can and tempo play them, and then hopefully resolve something like Aven Interruptor, which is going to be able to exile a spell off the stack and then plot it, but then spells your opponents cast from graveyards or from exile cost 2 more. So combine that with, of course, Cosmogrand Zenith, the mythic that'll reward us for casting our second spell. Well, with all the self-bounce and whatnot between our enchantments and our Lightstall Inquisitor, hopefully we can just generate a ton of tokens or maybe pump our army. So let's see how we do on the ladder. This hand kind of slaps. All right, I'll try this. Maybe... No, I want to definitely just go ahead and play Lightstall Inquisitor, right? I mean, there is a world where I should have waited a turn because they may just play a tap land that they already had and then played it tap. But the brighter side is I do get to swing and then pretty much station. That is the nice thing about Lightstall Inquisitor. All right, so they're going to play a land that was... Oh, they actually exiled an untapped land. So my question is now, will I be able to draw anything to bounce back Lightstall Inquisitor and just keep the fun going, right? This now forces that Cavern of Souls to be tapped. And the more time I get, the better. So let's try to just, I guess, turn up the jets here with my 2/1. You know? They're really tanking on land 1. I guess they're figuring out if they want to play their land tapped or not. Because they have their tap land. Okay, cool. Construct. Yup. I'm going to just go ahead and swing. Then I'm going to go ahead and station. Technically, no, it's the same result. If this were untapped... Or if I would have played this turn 1, it'd be the same result. So, sure. Oh, it's the combo. All right, well. All right, they saw the line. And then I'm going to go ahead and station. And let me see. Do I want to give them the ability to draw a card here? Probably not, right? I want to just try to exile whatever they play off the stack, right? This is a colorless ramp deck, I assume. Let me see here. So I'll go ahead and just exile the Maze of Mind Tome off the stack here. What do I have? Okay. Then I'll go ahead and station. Then I'll go ahead and bounce back Lightstall Inquisitor. Right? Then I'll go ahead and just do this all over again. We start taxing it, their later spells. What do we get from them? Okay, sure. Sorry, let me make sure I don't accidentally just... crew everything for no reason, sure. So now Adventurer's Airship will cost a lot more because it's also going to cost 2 from the Aven Interrupter. I'm just going to go ahead and play Elegy Acolyte. They're still stuck on some mana here, right? So they've got some big mana plays to make. And then this will speed up the clock as well. They'll just block. I'm perfectly at a attack power that doesn't kill them and just allows me to chip in here. Sure, I'll lose a life. Love that. Could have done something with this a little bit later, but now we station. So I do not currently have any artifacts or enchantments I want to use, right? So that's okay with me. Next turn, that's 4, 8, 10, 12. So I hypothetically could kill 2 things. Or I could kill their Gleaming Barrier, get rid of it. They wouldn't ramp from that. Okay, sure. So this is all I needed. I'll give them the card draw. Okay, so they get to draw a card. Boom. I would rather give them the card draw than the ramp, so I'm now going to exile their creature. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, wait, hold on. That's only 10? But you know what? That's still fine. I only draw one card here, though, right? But I still get to flash a lot of stuff into play. I mean, do I die next turn? No, definitely not. I'm so far from dying. GG's. Does this do anything? I guess I'll just keep it so I can make them discard their cards. All right, I'll go ahead and pass. Could be a red deck. Oh, you know what? This will be sick. I'm going to go ahead and just play Lightstall Inquisitor. Let's see what they exile. I mean, if they exile a land, they might be behind a turn. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and just try to play Pixie, return the Lightstall Inquisitor. So Bitter Triumph costs them more mana to play. They're a black-red, probably even discard, a reanimate. They're on that game plan right now. Demand answers. Okay. Ooh, that's really bad. I drew nothing there. Let's see how they feel about this. I should have probably swung first, or played this first and then swung. Okay, so they've ditched 2 Overlords. Oh no, they know about my strategic betrayal, which is no longer strategic. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna get greedy here. Okay, if they have a Zombify... Actually, does it matter if they have a Zombify? It's only the Overlord they could get that would matter, right? But I have an answer to all of them, so sure. And then now that I've gotten rid of everything, I'll just go ahead and swing. I don't think they were ready for me to just strategic betrayal them, or maybe they didn't even read strategic betrayal because it just wasn't a thing that mattered, right? Ah, there it is. Sure, I'll pass. They know about the get lost. All right, I'll just go ahead and return my Momentum Breaker. Looks like they have some form of a removal spell. Uh-huh. I guess I just pass, right? Like, there's no reason to do anything right now. Until I can make a double play, right? Okay, so they have the answer. I gotta kill this now. What else do they have, though? At the beginning of your combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature from a graveyard. I guess I just play Cosmo Grand Zenith and pass. Like, even if they reanimate something like a demon, I guess I don't really care. Sure. So they sacrifice, they reanimate something, but does that matter? Okay. So they'll exile to get a 5/5 back. 6/6 even. All right. So I get clocked for 6. They gain 6. That's obviously huge, but not the end. Yes, I would like to get 2 1/1 humans here. And then I guess I've got to try for another sack outlet, right? Am I dead? If they have the reanimation spell, I am dead. Okay, they're cycling, so that means they need the reanimation spell at least. Okay, perfect. I guess we're just going to go ahead and animate one of my lands and swing in. They're down to 5. If they have a reanimation spell, we lose, pretty much. That's not the end. So they hit me in the air, right? Let me see here. So if I swing out, them pinging me, but they swing out, they die, right? So if I swing, this is 2, they're down to 3, they block 2, I die on the crackback, right? Oh, wait, no, I go to 12. They hella die. Because, let me see here. So this is 1, 2, 3. That's 9. I go up to 3. Even with this, I go down to 2, so that's fine. All right. All right, this puts me down to 2. Opponent said, good game. GG's. I love this. I'm going to keep this. This hand is so greedy. Well, actually, no, it's pretty responsible. It has interaction. I just don't know if I have a clock, but interaction. Okay, I got to kill the bird. I'm sorry. Sausage Chocobo's got to go. Sausage Chocobo cannot be chilling. Tifa Lockhart? You know, unfortunately, Tifa's also gotta go. All right. Now I've answered 2 of their threats, right? Yeah, yeah. This is just a perfect hand to pick apart with all these angels. At least the tempo play from this is kind of wild. They're choosing to get rid of Hunter's talent, so that means they definitely have other things they want to keep. Okay, a land. Then I'm going to just go ahead and play another Light Squall or Lightstall Inquisitor. All right, so we've exiled 2 lands from them and their Hunter's talent. All right, Tifa Lockhart. Let's see if they block. Yep, it's just her power, so not her toughness. All right, the only difference here is that I would have liked to have used Momentum Breaker first to get that speed, but you know what? I didn't need it. Not bad. Not bad. I'll keep it. Tragic Trajectory is here, so I at least get to use a Sorcery Speed Disfigure. I don't know. I guess that's good enough in the current year, so sure. Since I have the Sun Pearl Kirin, I'll make him sack. Let's see what it is. It's potentially a colorless deck. I think it is. Yeah, okay, so it's a ramp deck. Oh, no. I think I have to blow it up now, because I just don't have any mana here. I don't want them to ramp whatsoever. All right, so they have Glimpse the Core. Nice. I'm going to wait, because I get to flash in Sun Pearl Kirin. And if they don't do anything, then, yeah, like, I'll flash in the Sun Pearl Kirin. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and Aven Interruptor that right now. All right. Let's go up the speed here. I'll send back the Momentum Breaker. Let's see if I could juice them of another card. Okay. Spelunking. That's pretty good for them. Maybe. Maybe they don't. Maybe they want to hold on to things so they don't have to discard everything. Oh, that's so good here. Oh, yeah, that's real good. Oof. I mean, they clearly have something else they can do, so this must be like a cycle land, right? Oh, nice. They are going off right now. That's 2, 4. That's 2, 4, 6 mana right now. Is the desert package real? Okay. I don't know when I am right now. I just know they're doing stuff this whole time. So, you got it. Another land off the top there. That's pretty good for them, unfortunately. If I draw a land, I can at least bounce back. Oh, nice. Okay, sure. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and send that back. I'm going to also send back this Momentum Breaker. Opponent's going to play a lot of shenanigans, right? Probably like an Ugin or something like that. 3, 6, 7, 8. No, Bahamut's 9. But I think Knights of Round is viable here. Oh, no, they have way more than that, actually. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have like 10 mana right now. That's gross. All right. I guess we'll just keep doing this. They haven't played anything, so sure. I'll just make them exile one of their lands, let them play it tapped, but I think Spelunking overrides that, funny enough. So very nice. I mean, whatever the big body is, it's definitely getting eaten up, right, by this Aven Interruptor that they know about. For them, 2 mana, though, not a problem. That's 1 Arid Archway, so sure, you got it. They're going to try to exile a card from my yard, draw a card, pop off. You have a lot of cards. So they drew more ramp spells. Sure. All right. I guess I'll just go ahead and play another Lightstall Inquisitor. So they gain 2 life. That's not a big deal to me, because they've got to do a little bit more than gain 2 life here. Sure. Hedron Archive's good to me. I mean, I'm only going to counter the tempo play, right? Whatever their big spell is. So now they have 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Sure thing. That'll get exiled. Good game. Sure, if they're an aggro deck, this is pretty decent. So I'll hope that they are. That's not an aggro deck starting card, so that is unfortunate for me. I'm gonna try to play Cosmogrand Zenith. All right. Does it go right back to my hand? No, how about this? It goes to the bottom of my deck. Much better. I'd rather that, I guess. That's a lie, by the way. What's going on right now? No, is this real? Hold on, is this real? Am I getting merfolked right now? Is there a way I could do this? Okay. I guess that messes with the tempo play, but sure. I'll make 2 1/1 white humans, thus allowing me to go ahead and just bounce one of them back. Don't really care there. All right, so they have another patchwork banner. Am I getting merfolked? I mean, clearly I am, but like, wow. You know, I never thought it'd be me, you know? No one thinks it's ever them until they get merfolked. Yeah. That's pretty sick. Okay. Please flash in a merfolk. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. And I'll just make 2 other humans, of course. Let's get rid of that merfolk there. In for 3 more. I'm gonna probably Ambrosia. Oh, wait, I actually could have just killed them. If Ambrosia resolves, then I get to bounce something back, right? I'm going to make 2 more 1/1s. I'll go ahead and return my stuff here. I'm returning Momentum Breaker, showing them that I still had all these. Block because I can. All right, what do you got? That's not enough. First, I'll go ahead and grow Ambrosia. Then I'll go and make you sack that sanctuary. Yeah, sure. I got the sack outlet, right? That's kind of good. We'll see what they do. They might duress me. Yep, it's duress. Okay. I guess I'll pass. They play Bat. I will still probably not play Cosmogrand, right? If I play Cosmogrand, it's just going to get eaten up. Interesting. Okay. So they probably have removal. I will not be playing Nurturing Pixie to bounce back the Inquisitor yet. All right, they played a tapped land. So they still have removal, so I'm just going to pass. No need to do anything until they give me a reason to, right? So they played their tap land, which they already had anyway, so that's fine with me. All right. So I'll go ahead and play Cosmogrand Zenith. And now, I'll go ahead and make 2 1/1 soldiers. I'm surprised that went through. Maybe they already have an answer, like a... What do they have right now that would be absolutely backbreaking? Actually, I don't want to find out. Oh, they are a Reanimator deck. Okay. Let me see. They have a reanimation. Do they have haste, though? I don't see anything with haste. Okay. A bunch of removal. They're going to surveil another land. You got it? Sure. Ooh, that's kind of useless. What do I have to worry about here? Because, like... Okay. Bunch of 1/1 counters on each creature I control. There's only one creature there, right? So it's only one Jumbo Cactar. All right. Do they have haste? I'm hoping not. Okay, Valgavoth's Faithful. Sure. Let me think about this. This isn't bad at all, actually. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to bounce back. Let me see here. So this would give me another pixie to use, thus allowing me to go ahead and make 2 more bodies. This is a big concern, because like if I leave them with a body, they could get unblockable. And as soon as they get unblockable, I'm super cooked. You know what? This is... I can't chance it. I gotta do this. I'm just gonna go for it. Alright, Tersa's been exiled. Show me an unblockable spell. Or trample. Okay, zombify to the bin. Rogue's Passage is not the answer here. Fling is still very real, though. Alright, FOMO. Ditching Cruel Claw's heist. Did I lose? Did they find the fling? They did not find the fling. Yeah, I guess I'll swing. Alright. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Check out this video where I throw everything into a black hole.